What is up, SML, and welcome to a special edition of SML 4th and Inches. Typically, this show's got 2 or 3 people on, but right now it's just a solo edition, a commissioner edition of the show, and I wanted to do that. It's the holiday season, it's Christmas Eve, and I just wanted to create some content, and I didn't want to put a burden, I guess, on some of our guys. So let's start right off the bat with players who get coal in their stocking this year for the holiday. And I hate to do it, but CC for life, my friend CC for life is getting coal in his stocking. And here's why. CC opened up the season. He opens up the season and he beats the mighty, the reigning, the defending champion. He beats QP only right after that to lose the rest of his games to start the season. I don't know what happened. I don't know who was playing for him. I don't know if QP maybe wasn't in the zone or if QP was, maybe kissing a girl or something when he was playing, but something switched there, and we were teased on what CC could be and then what he is, and I'm putting coal in a stocking for being a letdown after that game. The next person I'm putting coal in the stocking for is the entire NFC, who is failing to make a push for the Josh Allen trade. And I wanted to hit on this Josh Allen trade. We know that Fins is pushing hard to trade his franchise quarterback. He's ready to hit the reboot. It's a great time for him to trade. And the NFC is in a situation where there's no alpha dog that's holding that conference in the palm of his hand. We've seen multiple guys win that conference. We've seen multiple guys compete at a high level in that conference, but nobody who's taken it by storm. And in my opinion, Stavo, Straw, even Dump, who I know Dump's got a rookie quarterback and he's probably going to develop him at this point, but guys like that, of that talent, who could get a guy like Josh Allen and compete at a high level and maybe push themselves over the top, it baffles me that they're not making a move to make a trade for a guy like Josh Allen. Even KP. Who's KP's quarterback? Is it still Jordan Love? I'm not sure. KP needs to look into a trade, in my opinion. Now, before I go any further and talk about who's getting their stocking stuffed, I want to say we're going to do a couple giveaways on the show. And so I'm going to flash a $10 PSN gift card code on the screen, like right here somewhere. And if you could just do me a favor and message me that you claimed the code and you redeemed it and it popped up. I don't know who's going to win this code. And if you could just DM me so I know somebody's got the code. There may be one more going on. If you won the first one, please don't redeem the second one. Let's try to get multiple people to win it. Now, let's move on to the guys who are getting their stocking stuffed. Tiny Titan. I'm stuffing Tiny's stocking. He beat Bomber. He competed very well against me. He started off the cycle really bad, and he was saying how much he hated the game and how the game wasn't playing well for him, and his record's still not great right now, but I think he's taking steps in the right direction. That Titans team is not a good team, and he's in a very tough division. The fact that Tiny's still fighting, showing improvement, and showing strength, that is encouraging for me. I want to stuff Tiny's stocking and say, hey, here's a present for your fight. KP, he's undefeated right now. We talked about KP. We talked about a guy who might make multiple Simbardi appearances. It's still pretty early in the cycle, and KP could still be that guy. KP's unbeaten. KP's got a good style of play that wins in the playoffs typically. We've kind of seen a bit of a drop-off in this last cycle, but I still believe in KP. This is a step in the right direction for KP, and I am stuffing KP's stocking. Another guy, Raider fan, the Panthers. Nice guy in chat. He had a big win last season, made the playoffs the season before, I believe. He's commentated some games. He's starting to kind of settle in the SML, and now he's undefeated with that Panthers team. He's made some good acquisitions. He's kind of slowly built his roster up. Raider fan is a guy who I think over time could become a staple in this league with content creation, with podcasts, with commentary if he continues to go that route. And now that he's unbeaten, I expect more of the same from him. I'm really excited with what I'm seeing from him, and I just want to stuff his stocking maybe with a pair of nice socks, not just Hanes, not just Fruits of the Loom. I'm giving him some quality Carhartt socks, something to keep his feet warm this winter. Oh, by the way, one more time, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give away another PSN gift card code courtesy of a former SML member. So I really appreciate you guys for all you do this Christmas. As we're moving on now to my Christmas wish list section of 4th and Inches. I'm going to say it. If I was to be one of these guys, and if I were to wish for something, if I'm asking Santa Claus to help me out, if Santa Claus is going to come down my chimney and he's going to help me out, and if I'm Gutta, I'm asking for a quarterback. We seen Gutta last cycle when Tua was pretty developed. He won a Lombardi because Gutta's got a unique style of play. Gutta is a very patient player in the pocket. He'll wait. A lot of people take their eyes off of those crossers that go across the field. Gutta will stand in the pocket, and he'll deliver long, beautiful passes well beyond what most people will wait patience-wise. He'll hit them out routes. He'll hit them hook routes. He's kind of struggled, I feel, getting his quarterback this cycle. And if I'm Gutta, and if I'm writing a letter to Santa Claus, get me my franchise quarterback. Could Gutta be in the race for Josh Allen? I didn't think about that till just now. Could Gutta be in the race for Josh Allen? Because he's made the playoffs. He competed against QP. I'm just thinking of this right now. If I'm Gutta and I'm asking Santa Claus to put on Finn's heart some love for Gutta. They used to be in a little club together, and maybe these guys will make a trade, and Josh Allen could be a Las Vegas Raider. Now that is a trade that could really, really shake up the AFC and put Gutta right back in the contention of a Super Bowl championship. The other man who I'm just asking for help on, if I'm Santa Claus or if I'm going to ask for Santa, is Dom. Dom looked good in the playoffs last season. He kind of limped in because he was out on vacation and some other things. Makes the playoffs, looks really, really strong in his playoff games he played. Didn't make the Super Bowl, but it looked like the old Dom. He gets Brock Purdy. Purdy's looking good, highly rated quarterback, no arm strength. But the thing with Dom is he's won one game, and the rest are all like one-score games, and he just cannot seem to buy a win. So if I'm Santa Claus, or if I'm Dom and I'm talking to Santa Claus and I'm writing my letter this Christmas Eve, and I'm hoping Santa comes down my chimney, and I'm Dom, I'm just asking for that turnover in a key situation, that third down stop in a key situation, that clutch first down in a key situation. Dom is this close to being undefeated right now, and he just hasn't quite got there. I'm just asking, just get me a break, get me some momentum, and we're going to see Dom return back to the glory that he is. I respect Dom as a man, as a human being, as a person, and I hope that Santa Claus comes down his chimney and helps him out. Now, we've kind of gone through some Christmas topics, so I want to take a moment. Christmas edition, 4th and Inches, solo edition. I can kind of do what I want, I figure, say what I want. I want to talk about, and I hope you guys can maybe address this in the social chat. What is your favorite Christmas memory? Maybe when you were a kid and you were hoping to get a gift from Santa Claus or something. For me, now I got engaged on Christmas Day, actually. But that's not my favorite Christmas memory. It's not. My favorite Christmas memory is simple. When I was a wee lad, I put together a Christmas list for Santa Claus, and people were getting trampled at the time. They were getting trampled at the time. But I asked Santa for a Nintendo Wii. And I remember those things were back ordered. There was no real internet to get them at the time, or we didn't have internet. So it was up to Santa and the elves to put something together for me. And I remember waking up, getting a Nintendo Wii on Christmas morning. It had Wii Sports. I played Wii Sports. It had, there was another game I played. I think there was you could play GameCube games on it. So I still have my GameCube games. Oh, I had Madden. And we did connect my Wii to the internet because I remember connecting the Weather Channel and being so amazed by the Weather Channel. And I played online on Madden for the first time on my Nintendo Wii because I'd never played online before. And I was a Colts, and it was a great memory I had on that Nintendo Wii. Played that for a while, and then eventually upgraded and got a PlayStation 3. But so that was kind of my prize gift. I remember it seemed so impossible to get a Wii at the time, and then I got one. So I'd be curious what your guys' favorite Christmas memory / gift is. Mine was probably the Nintendo Wii. I was just kind of turning to that age where, 10 years old, I don't know how old I was, 11, where you really, really, really start to appreciate electronics and video games. And the Wii was just the new console. The hype was there. So that was mine. Guys, I appreciate you watching this special edition of SML 4th and Inches Christmas time is here. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. I appreciate you all. And I'm just going to go through chat real quick, and I'm just going to give a quick shout out to some random members in this league. I'm just to spread Christmas joy. Trick, appreciate you. Appreciate what you do. You joined the league. You've taken some losses, but you still have a positive attitude every day in chat. You're not complaining about losses. I really appreciate what you do. It's guys like you who make a league like ours special. Noel Overlord, you've been here for a long time. You've won a lot of games. You've been on the both ends of the spectrum in Super Bowls, close to top 5 pick in the draft. I appreciate you just for your loyalty in our league. QB Stud, I appreciate what you do, whether it's hopping on shows like this or APPG or creating content or just offering suggestions. I appreciate what you do. Doink, Bean, when he helps you. The sheet on DraftKings, I appreciate what you guys do. Bomber, of course, content you create, commentating games. Yeah, I was sick. I'm still kind of getting over it. You could probably hear all the guys who commentated. There's so many. Dom commentates, Matt commentates, Dan does shows. The list goes on and on and on. Dump, QP, just being active in chat. NYT, always being in chat. Tiny, just all the guys who kind of help make this league what it is. The new guys, like I said, Raider fan coming in, creating content for the playoffs is so big. T Steel coming in chat. Again, Stavo, just not being afraid to like actually having a good personality and you could take the butt of a joke because you've gotten a lot. And I just appreciate what you guys do for our league. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. And until next time. Oh, one more thing. One more question for Santa Claus. Santa, if you're listening, my list, get that primetime 000 guy his Simbardi this season. I think he wants number 23, and I think he wants it pretty bad, so maybe you can help him out. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you around.